Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the WoW Alone series. This is going to be episode 3 in our adventure, and today, once we log in here, we are going to be playing our first Horde character. Now, last episode, of course, we started with our human mage, who is of course part of the Alliance, and now we are going to be moving over to Melia, the Blood Elf Priestess, who is a member of the Horde faction. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. You'll notice the Burning Crusade loading screen here, as the Blood Elf was one of the races added in the Burning Crusade expansion. Once we load in here, it should be any second.
For nearly 7,000 years, the High Elves cultivated a shining, magical kingdom, hidden deep within the forests of northern Lordaeron. But 5 years ago, the undead Scourge invaded Quel'Thalas and drove the elves to the brink of extinction. Led by the evil Death Knight Arthas, the Scourge destroyed the mystical Sunwell, thereby severing the elves from the source of their arcane power. Though the scars of that conflict are evident, the remaining elves have banded together and retaken much of their homeland. Calling themselves Blood Elves, these grim survivors are committed to regaining the vast powers they once commanded. Inspired by the leadership of their beloved prince, Kael'thas Sunstrider, the Blood Elves now seek new sources of arcane magic and the means of defending their land against the undying horrors of the Scourge. As one of the few surviving Blood Elves, you must master your thirst for magic and help shape the destiny of your people.
So as you saw there, the Blood Elves facing almost extinction just a couple years ago in the lore, when the Scourge invaded the High Elf Kingdom. But as you also heard in the cinematic, we're working to rebuild that empire. So let's go ahead and get started.
Victory lies ahead.
First quest here, reclaiming Sunstrider Isle. Going to be killing 8 mana worms. The sooner you begin your education, Melia, the better for us all. There's a little room for error, so listen closely. Okay, looks like we have the opportunity for a belt item.
Keep your wits about you.
Looks like we are also going to be training as well.
Shorel Oran.
Let's go ahead and do that first. As you can see here, kind of same setup as last time basically. This time we're playing on the Priest class, so we have our auto attack, our basic smite ability, which does holy damage. We have our lesser heal ability, which can be used to heal ourselves or others. In this case, of course, it's just going to be us. And our Blood Elf racial ability, Arcane Torrent, which silences all enemies within 8 yards for 2 seconds and restores 6% of your mana. Perfect. I'll just put that over there. Let's keep going. Priest training. Welcome, Melia. I am Matron Arena. I offer my services to those who seek to learn the ways of the priest.
Remember the Sunwell.
And as we don't have any money quite yet, we cannot buy our first spell from the trainer, but we will return. So let's go ahead and get some of these mana worms. You'll notice that the smite ability, in contrast with the fireball, actually travels instantly to the target instead of, being more like a thrown attack, which is kind of an interesting change. Or difference, rather. So looks like these worms just kind of hanging out here, being pests. Not for much longer. And ding, there's level 2 right there already. Making short work of the intro area, killing these worms. Oh, we got a critical hit there for our last one. That's gonna do it for this first quest. Let's go ahead and run on back. Looks like over here there's actually another couple of quests that I'll pick up.
Glory to Sonora.
Thirst Unending. Use your Arcane Torrent Racial on a Mana Worm for some pant upgrades. I like that.
Of course.
Another one here, a Fistful of Slivers. Collect 6 Arcane Slivers.
The reckoning is at hand.
Let's go ahead and turn in our first original quest.
Anaria Shola.
Reclaiming Sunstrider Isle for the belt upgrade.
We
Let's
will
do it.
have justice.
Equip that. Looks like she
Our
has a
enemies
follow-up.
will fall.
Unfortunate Measures. The nearby lynxes have succumbed to the influence of the crystals and they must be put down. Collect 8 lynx collars. Okay. For some bracers upgrades.
Be
Let's
ready
do it.
for anything.
Looks like now our priest trainer has that quest unlocked for us. So we'll go ahead and accept that.
A new Belore Delanar. Stay
Talking
the
to
course.
Well Watcher Solanian. Just up on this ramp, it looks like.
The eternal sun guides us.
Ah, good, a priest. I've been expecting you. Okay.
We will have justice.
Solanian's belongings. Collect Solanian's Scrying Orb, Scroll of Scourge Magic, and his journal. They are found on Sunstrider Isle throughout the area. Okay, for some gloves. Let's do
Keep
it.
your wits about you.
Let's go ahead and jump down here maybe. Good, and we're off and going. Checking out the map here, we have our Eversong Woods zone, mostly unexplored. We're just starting way up here at the top. Let's go ahead and get some lynxes, and then we'll kind of move toward the rest of the quests as we're going through here. Looks like we found the journal here. Let's go ahead and collect that for the quest. Alright, so I went and got the rest of my arcane slivers, and now I'm working on the lynx collars. And we just hit level 3. There we go. No collar from that one, but we'll just keep on going. Alrighty, so I just went and got my 8th lynx collar. So it looks like now we have to find 2 more of Solanian's belongings, as well as use our arcane torrent on one of the worms. I'll go ahead and do that on the way back. For now, let's go ahead and check out the other items. So we're over here. I can see the scrying orb over across the pond there, and it looks like these feral tenders actually are hostile mobs. So as we navigate this area, we're gonna have to be a little bit more careful than we have previously. Looks like I caught the attention of a few of them. There we go. Let's loot some random items from there. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up just to be safe. There we go. We can move on. Looks like the feral tenders do have a mana pool, and so they were applying some sort of heal ability. We're almost to the orb. I can see it right on that platform, but we have a very large pack of mobs here that might be problematic if I pull them all at once. I'm going to try to split them up. Looks like we only got 2 there. which was successful in my opinion. Okay, 2 down, possibly 2 to go. Might be able to just jump right up here without them seeing. Nope, doesn't look like it. Looks like these tender mobs, some sort of nature spirit, but they don't seem to like the elves anymore. Here we go, leather armor, can't use it, but we can use the orb. I'm going to pick that up. Oh, but my inventory is actually full. Let's see. There we go. The orb has been collected. And now it looks like we just have one more item. Oh, Sunstrider book satchel. I didn't even see that I got that. Let's equip that for a little bit of extra bag space. That'll be convenient. Let's head on back over here. Let's jump across the pond. And we'll be able to get the scroll item, hopefully. On the path here over to the location where the scroll is being held, there's a lot of tenders along the road here. Gotta be extra careful. There we go. The scroll should be nearby. There we go. Collect that without drawing too much attention. Let's go ahead and head back towards the base camp. On the way back here, I'm going to try and use my Blood Elf Racial on one of these worms just for the race-based quest. Try it out. Okay, that one did not seem to work. Let's go ahead and try another one.
I don't have a target.
So it looks like this racial ability actually has a 2-minute cooldown, so I'm gonna wait the 2 minutes and go back and turn some quests in, and we can try this again in a moment. So back here, the quests turn in. Oh. Well, that's interesting. It looks like we actually did do the quest. Or it did count. Huh. That's interesting. It just didn't show up on the quest tracker. That seems to be a little bit of a bug, but I'll take the pants upgrade, that's for sure.
Hold your head
Perfect.
high.
Glad that wasn't a problem. Let's go back and turn the rest of these in. Here are the arcane slivers for a daylight cloak with 5 armor. Perfect.
We will have justice.
Ooh. Looks like he applied a buff. Fortitude of the Sindorai. Increases stamina and spirit by 5. Looks like that's going to give us some health regeneration, mana regeneration, as well as a health increase. That was a nice little buff. As a quest reward there. Pretty cool. We'll go ahead and equip the cloak as well. You can see it there. Back. Looks like a red bronze color. Very cool. Magistrix Arona. Here are your Lynx collars. The tower and surrounding areas should now be relatively secure, though only for the time being. Perfect. Let's get the bracers. Ooh. It looks like we're reporting to Lanthan Paralon. On Sunstrider Isle, he is standing close to the path running west, away from the Sun Spire. Okay.
Death to all who oppose us.
Okay. It's a little bit cryptic. Bracers, good. Let's go ahead and go up here, back to Solanian, return his supplies to him. You can see here we are earning reputation with the Silver Moon City faction, which is the Blood Elf city.
Anaria Shola.
Solanian's belongings. We've recovered all 3. Looks like we are getting some gloves as an upgrade. Perfect.
The reckoning is at hand.
Go ahead and equip those. It's very stylish. Looks like it does have a follow-up. The Shrine of Dath Ramar. Day after day I stand here watching, waiting. I've been accused of dwelling too much on our past while my eyes look to the horizon. But it is my firm belief that each visitor to this island should honor those who have sacrificed all so that they may continue to do so. Dathramar Sunstrider was our first king. He led us here from Kalimdor through the Maelstrom. Seek out his shrine. Okay, that's cool.
Remember the sun well.
Yeah, in the WoW lore, the Blood Elves, or I guess High Elves, as they were known before now, were originally part of the Night Elf community thousands of years ago, before that first king, Sunstrider, actually led them away across the sea where they founded Quel'Thalas, which you can see here. So it's pretty cool. They're kind of a splinter faction from the original group of elves. So here we are at Lanthan Paralon. We're reporting to him. Aggression. Kill 7 tenders and 7 feral tenders. Ooh, and looks like this is our weapon quest here in the starting area. So let's go ahead and do that very quickly. I've already shown a lot of footage of dealing with the tenders when we were retrieving the orb, so I'll just go ahead and do that really quick and get back to you. So that right there is actually our last tender for the quest, and I made it over to the Shrine of the King, so we'll give this a quick read. You have discovered the location of the shrine. Upon further examination, you sense a stronger pulse of the strange power that has gripped the isle. You feel a bit uncomfortable standing by the shrine, and perhaps a little disturbed. The bronze placard along the side of the shrine reads, "Here stands the Shrine of Dath Ramar, a fitting tribute to a noble elf. Let all who gaze on this monument remember his sacrifice against the Scourge and his dedication to the cause of our continued survival. All who prosper in Quel'Thalas do so thanks to him." Cool. So let's go ahead and head on back. Here we are, returning to Lanthan.
Yes.
And we're going to claim our staff item here, which is a definite damage upgrade. And we just hit level 5. That's perfect. Looks like he has a follow-up here. Felindren the Banished. A betrayer of our people resides atop Falthrian Academy to the southwest. Felindren is his name, and he was banished from Blood Elf lands for failing to heed the warnings of our teachers and elders. Okay. Kill 8 arcane wraiths and 2 tainted arcane wraiths, as well as Felindren the Banished. Looks like neither of these items we'll be able to use, but we do get some nice cash as a reward, and we can always sell the items for more money once we complete the quest. So let's go ahead and do that. First, though, I do want to return to Solanian. So here we are back in the Sun Spire little starting area, and I really wanted to talk to our trainer really quick.
The eternal sun
Looks like we
guides
have
us.
2 or 3 spells that we can learn. Power Word Fortitude infuses the target, increasing their stamina by 3 for 30 minutes. Lesser Heal, rank 2, that's an upgrade. And then Shadow Word Pain, a word of darkness that causes 30 shadow damage over 18 seconds. So we'll go ahead and train all of those spells. Let's go ahead and rearrange for a minute. I'm going to cast Power Word Fortitude on ourselves. That'll give us another small boost to our health. And we'll go up here and talk to Solanian. The Shrine of Dathramar. Melia, thank you for sharing your experience at the shrine. First off, you should be commended for your sense of duty and respect. It will serve you well, not only here, but in all of Azeroth. As for the odd sensation, it is no doubt a contributing part of the taint that has befallen Sunstrider Isle. We shall keep an eye on it.
Farewell.
Perfect. Got some nice cash from that quest as well. And now it looks like it is time to go atop Falthrian Academy. So here we are at the entrance to the academy, and I just realized I actually need to equip my staff item. There we go. That one's not as cool as the starting one, but when it comes to dealing damage in an MMO, you gotta go with what counts. So let's go ahead and ascend the spire. Looks like here are the wraiths. We'll take care of them. It looks like we can get to the top either way from here. Let's go ahead and go this way. Alright, so we are climbing the little stairway, or bridge, or whatever you want to call it here. Looks like we have found our first tainted arcane wraith. We'll take care of him really quick. There we go. Ooh, looks like we looted an item. Tainted arcane sliver. This item begins a quest. You found an odd sliver of crystallized mana on the corpse of the tainted arcane wraith. Bring the sliver to Arcanist Halion at the gazebo of the Sunspire. Perfect. Looks like if we circle around here, we'll be able to get the tainted wraith as well. There we go, our second tainted wraith. Now we just need to make our way to the top and take care of Felendren. Oh, there he is, Felendren the Banished. I'm gonna go ahead and deal with him.
That spell isn't ready.
He's not looking too good. He's looking a little underfed, to say the least. There we go. We'll loot the quest item here once we have room. We're gonna go ahead and return to Lanthan. I don't believe there's a way off of here, unless I were to jump in the water. Let's go ahead and try it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? And the flip into the water. That did not work. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and release Spirit. And that looks like it's actually putting us right back near the Sunspire. So we're going to talk to our Spirit Healer Angel. And we're just going to respawn. Since we're below level 10, we're going to have no penalty for respawning, which is fortunate. But yeah, now you guys get to see what happens when you jump off cliffs that you're not supposed to. Luckily we are right here, nearby Arcanist Halion.
Glory to the Sindori.
Let's go ahead and turn in the Tainted Arcane Sliver. You were wise to bring this to me, Melia. Take this as compensation. Got it. Looks like our only remaining quest is to talk to Lanthan, who is right over here. I think I might have died back there because the water wasn't deep enough, possibly. I'm not totally sure. But, it's alright. It was an educational experience. Felendren the Banished. You are to be commended. You've succeeded where others, like Felendren, have utterly failed. Perhaps you are truly ready to be a contributing member of Blood Elf Society. I should hope so. I have my healing magic and my shadow magic. We should be good to go. Let's go ahead and take the bow.
Time is of the essence.
Looks like he does have one more follow-up. Aiding the outrunners. Magistrix Arona wanted you to head over to Silvermoon City in order to aid our reclamation efforts there. That is, once you had successfully addressed the situation at Falfrian Academy. On your way to Falconwing Square, south of here, you should speak with Outrunner Alarion. She's not far from the bridge. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. First, I do want to go back and sell my excess loot, and then I will start heading south. So here we are, talking to Shara Sunwing.
What do you seek?
Just going to sell all of my extra items here for a little bit of extra cash. And we are good to go. Let's head on to Falconwing Square. Okay, so here we are just south of the pond where we picked up the orb. This looks like the way toward Silvermoon City. Just avoiding the tenders hanging out around here. Like an empty cart of some sort. What are these guys here? Sunstrider Guardians, level 65. Keep up the good work, keeping us Horde players safe. In front of who? Well, nobody, because we're alone, but still cool. Discovered Dawning Lane. Looks like here we are at the outskirts of the city.
Glory to
Outrunner
the
Alarion. Slain by the Wretched. It's hard work being an outrunner between Sunstrider Isle and Falconwing Square. Tight deadlines, long hours, and worst of all, the Wretched. Go south into the ruins of Silvermoon and look for the slain outrunner in Dawning Lane. That's not good.
The reckoning is at hand.
Let's keep on going here. Very cool gate area though. Looks like we found our outrunner here. She did not have a good errand, it looks like. The outrunner's belongings have all been stolen with the exception of one package. It seems to match Alarion's description of the package. Okay. Return to Outrunner Alarion. Let's go ahead and head back really quickly and deliver the news. You can see we have discovered the ruins of Silvermoon area of the map.
State your business.
Package recovery. What did you find, Melia? By the Sunwell, that's the third outrunner we've lost this month. That's not good. We'll complete the quest.
We will have justice.
Hit level 6. Wow, we are getting a lot of XP here in this episode. Completing the delivery. Deliver Arona's package to innkeeper Delaniel inside the inn at Falconwing Square. Okay.
Be ready for anything.
That seems to kind of match up with the other quest we had to go to Goldshire in the last episode, so we're just going to head on down this street here and hopefully find the inn. Looks like a single guard patrolling this section of road here, but other than that, this area looks pretty desolate and filled with all sorts of mobs. You can see the wretched urchins here, the destroyed buildings. You can really see the destruction that the Scourge wrought when they invaded. So here we are, we've discovered Falconwing Square. This area looks like it's a little bit more hospitable. You can see a variety of quest givers around here, but for this episode, we're just going to go ahead and head inside the inn here. Nice blue curtains. Ooh. This architecture is very cool. I like it.
Do not loiter.
Completing the delivery. Thank you, I do appreciate the prompt delivery. Let's go ahead and take some spring water. As we are a priest, of course, we're going to have to keep an eye on our mana pool. Go ahead and finish
Time
that.
is of the essence.
Find our hearthstone. And that'll pretty much do it for this episode. We've made it to our secondary quest hub. And yeah, I think since we did hit level 6, I do want to train really quickly. We can find our trainer here. Warlock, Honaris, priest trainer, and with a quest.
Our enemies will fall.
Let's go ahead and learn Power Word Shield. Draws on the soul of the friendly target to shield them, absorbing 44 damage, lasting 30 seconds. Wow. There we go. And Smite rank 2. So an upgrade to our damage output there.
Shorelaran.
Let's go ahead and put that, I guess, over here. And it looks like our trainer does have a quest, but we are going to pick up with that next time. I'm gonna come over here and just take a couple screenshots just for the fun of it, and then we're gonna call it an episode. Okay, and for the thumbnail, we do want an area with good contrast. Let's see, maybe right here. Let's try that. Alright, perfect. Thanks for tuning in to this second real episode of the series, third episode overall. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below which character you want me to play next. And until next time, peace.